morning everyone. I welcome you all. First of all, I want to tell you about the homework which I have given. I think everybody has done it. But in that part also I have given to learn something about the part of worksheet. Means total there were 4 questions. So these part you have to learn of chapter 2. Okay. So now here we are with our session 5 and the chapter is pronouns. Okay. So now today we will start this chapter pronouns. See here class, I am writing an example here. Alex is 10 years old. After full stop, Alex studies in class 7. Okay, so here you can see 2 sentences I have written. Now one more sentence I will write. Alex is a studious boy. Okay, so in all 3 sentences you can see we are talking here. I am talking about only one person. Okay, that is Alex. So here we are talking about only one, that is Alex. Alex is 10 years old. Now Alex studies in class 7. Third one, Alex is a studious boy. 3 you are getting. Each sentence here which I have written here, I have started with the word Alex. And as you know, Alex is a naming word, means it is a noun only. And here you can see repetition. Alex is 10 years old. Again we are getting Alex only. Studies in class 7. Now again we are getting repetition of the word, naming word, that is Alex only. Is it looking good here? No, because continuously we are talking about only a single boy and we are using his name again and again. So it is not looking good. So for this, if we are writing in this way, Alex is 10 years old. Okay. So here you can see Alex is 10 years old. First of all, about whom we are talking? We are talking about a boy and the name of the boy is Alex here. Okay. So we will write here about the person. We will introduce him. Now after that, again should we write Alex? Again. Then again we will get this part only. So what is the difference between this and this? No, we will not write here Alex. But as you know, Alex is the name of a boy, means masculine gender. So masculine gender denotes male creature. Okay. In third session I told you. So for masculine gender, whether we should use he or she. What you will use here? You will use he or she. Yes, of course for masculine you will apply he only. And for feminine you will use she. Okay, so for masculine he and for feminine you will use she. Everybody knows it. So we are talking about Alex. So just simply we'll do one thing. Here we'll write at the place of Alex we will write he. Understood? Because Alex is a boy, so we have to write he at the place of Alex. He. Now rest all the part of the sentence. He studies in class 7. Okay. Now again the third sentence. Here we have completed our 2 sentences. Alex is 10 years old. He studies in class 7. At the place of Alex, we have applied he. That is our pronoun he. Pronoun he we are using for masculine gender. Okay. Now, Alex is a studious boy. Again, should we use Alex or should we use he? Yes, of course. Already only one time I have used here Alex. Now afterwards we'll use he only. He is a studious boy. Okay, he is a studious boy. Now I think this part is clear to you. It is only one example, nothing else. So Alex is 10 years old. Alex studies in class 7. Alex is a studious boy. Here we are getting repetition of the single word, that is Alex only. In the next example, Alex is 10 years old. At the place of Alex, we have not repeated because here in this example, in the first one, it is not looking good that we are repeating the same naming word again and again. So as you know, Alex is the name of a boy, masculine gender. So for masculine gender, we are using he. So at the place of Alex, I have written he. Understood? Now after this, studies in class 7. The same sentence as I have written here. I have copied down, but only I have not done repetition of the naming word. And I have used here he. Third one, Alex is a studious boy. Again you are getting Alex, naming word. So again I will not use Alex because finally to whom we are introducing, to whom we are talking about, I have mentioned only one time. So he is a studious boy. Okay. So if you are getting repetition, means if only one person is there to whom somebody is talking about, and if repetition of the naming word again and again you are getting, so don't use one name in every sentence, okay, for the particular person. Just see the sense. If masculine, then you will use he. If feminine, then you will use she. If more than one, then they. It depends upon the number. Okay, I will tell you later. Now, I think this example is clear to you. It is just in this example I have shown you. You will not do repetition of the naming word. Okay. Now the second example. One more example I will give. Then afterwards I will come on the topic pronouns. Next one is Deepak and Diya are brother and sister. Okay, here one name is a boy and the other is for girl. Deepak is the name of a boy and Diya is the name of a girl. Deepak and Diya are brother and sister. Now, the second sentence is Deepak and Diya. Second sentence is Deepak and Diya play together. Okay, Deepak and Diya play together. Now the third sentence, till here I have written two sentences on the board about the same people, Deepak and Diya. Deepak is the name of a boy and Diya is the name of a girl. Deepak and Diya play together. Now the third sentence is Deepak and Diya do not fight with each other. Understood? So here finally we got three sentences. This is talking about, these three sentences are talking about the same persons, Deepak and Diya. First, Deepak and Diya are brother and sister. Deepak and Diya play together. Third, Deepak and Diya do not fight with each other. Again you are getting repetition of the words, repetition of the noun. So now for removing this repetition, we'll write like this. Deepak and Diya. Deepak and Diya are brother and sister. Okay. We are introducing about Deepak and Diya, so we'll have to write firstly the name. Deepak and Diya are brother and sister. Now again we are getting Deepak and Diya, so we will not write here Deepak and Diya. But here you are getting one masculine gender and one feminine gender. So what will you do here? Okay, Will you apply here he or she, or you will write he and she play together? Is it correct? He and she play together? No, you will not write like this. If we are getting more than one person, okay, if we are getting more than one person, it means it is creating plural number. So you will write they. But in case if oneself means if suppose me is not including there, so you will write they. If oneself suppose me is included there, then you will write we. Understood? Deepak and Diya are brother and sister. Now will you have to write they or we? What will you write here? Here Deepak and Diya, oneself means me, are not included there, so you will apply this they only. Understood? Understood? Now see the class. They play together. Okay, here we have not used Deepak and Diya again and again, so and oneself is not added here, so here I have written they play together. Now the third part is Deepak and Diya do not fight with each other. Again you will, should you have to apply again Deepak and Diya? No, you will not apply these two nouns naming word, but you will apply here they. They do not fight with each other. Okay class? See, for again we are not repeating the noun naming word, so here we are applying some other thing, that is your they. If oneself is added there and if it is showing plural number more than one, so you will apply we. But if oneself means me, I am not included there, and if it is showing plural number, so you will apply they. Okay? Again in this example, Deepak and Diya are brother and sister. Now I have not used these two naming words, but I have used here they. They play together, and after Deepak and Diya do not fight with each other, again you will not use this name. Okay? So again you will apply the same thing, the same word which you have applied in the second sentence for starting this. They do not fight with each other. I think this is clear to you. Okay? These were our two examples. Now listen class. What is pronoun? Before telling about pronoun, I have told you about this example. I have given these examples to you because now pronoun, that is the definition of pronoun, you can learn, you can understand easily. Okay? Pronoun definition, please note down in your copy. Pronoun is a word which we use instead of noun. Okay, the word we are using at the place of noun, the word we are using instead of noun, that is called pronoun only. In both examples, we are getting same word, same noun again and again. So there we were not writing again the noun word, but instead of writing those names which we have, the word which we have used, that is your, what is that? So in second example they, in the first example he. At the place of ls in second and third sentences, I have used he. In the second example, in second and third sentences, at the place of Deepak and Diya, I have used they. So these two are, we have used at the place of noun, so it is your pronoun. Okay? Write definition of pronoun with me. A pronoun is a word which used at the place of a noun. Okay? The word we are using instead of noun, so it is your pronoun. There are different kinds of pronouns. Some examples, please note down to some examples. He, they, I, you, her, him, etc. Okay? He, they, I, you, her, him means different kinds of noun are there, and of course examples are 2 there. So here I have given 7 examples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 6 example only I have given here. So you can note down. Please note down in your copy definition along with examples. Yes, class. So a pronoun is a word used at the place of noun. Okay. The word which we are using instead of a noun, that is called pronoun. Now, kinds of pronoun. There are 8 kinds of pronoun. Okay, there are 8 kinds of pronoun. First one is, here the topic is kinds of pronoun. These are important parts, so please note down. Kinds of pronoun. First, second, third, fourth. First one is your personal pronoun. Okay. First kind is personal pronoun. In the spelling of person, al is added, so it becomes personal. As the name is showing, it is stating or it is denoting toward the person. Personal pronoun. Second is your reflexive pronoun. Okay. Second one is your reflexive pronoun. Now, third one is emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun. First, personal pronoun. Second, reflexive pronoun. And the third is emphatic pronoun. Fourth one is, one more thing, in emphatic pronoun is also known by some other word, intensive pronoun. Okay. Now, after emphatic pronoun, demonstrative pronoun comes. Demonstrative pronoun. Now, the fifth one is after demonstrative, interrogative comes. Interrogative means which asks question. Interrogative pronoun. Okay. Now, the sixth kind is your indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. And seventh is your relative pronoun. Relative means which shows relation. Okay. Relative pronoun. And the last, eighth and the last one is your distributive pronoun, which shows distribution. Distribution means division, which shows distributive pronoun. Distributive pronoun. So here kinds of pronouns are given. First one is your personal pronoun. Second one is your reflexive pronoun. Third one is your emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun is also known as intensive pronoun. Fourth is your demonstrative pronoun. Fifth is your interrogative pronoun. Sixth is your indefinite pronoun. And seven is your relative pronoun. And eighth is your distributive pronoun. These 8 are the kinds of pronoun. Okay, please note down in your copy. This is important. Now, I am going to teach you about what is personal pronoun. Okay. Now, I am going to teach you what is personal pronoun. So the heading is our personal pronoun. Personal pronoun shows or it states for the persons. Okay, it stands for person, as the name itself is showing. Personal pronoun is person, so it stands for the persons only. Many examples are there. I, we, you, they, he, she, it, their. These are your personal pronouns. In personal pronoun, there are three persons included. Okay, in personal pronoun, there are three persons included. One thing I want to tell you, which I have given worksheet, which I have imparted to you, in that, please make a correction. There was a word. Okay, you will have to make the feminine gender. So it is typing mistake. The actual word is Fily. Okay, but by mistake it was typing mistake. So it was written there silly. It is incorrect. At the place of S there should be F. Make correction over there, please, class. Okay, it was typing mistake. Now, in personal pronoun, as I have told you, there are three persons included. First person, second person, and third person. Total three persons are there. First person who is speaking. Okay. First person is who is speaking. The second person is who is spoken to. Second person is who is spoken to. And here the third person is who is spoken of. So in person pronoun you will get three persons. First person, second person, third person. First person means the person who is speaking. Second person means the person who is spoken to. Third person means the person who is spoken of. See this. Here you can see it is only just drawing. Three persons are here. First person, second person and third person. Three persons are there. So first person is the someone who is speaking. Okay. Suppose they both are talking to each other. This first person and the second person, they both are talking to each other. He is speaking and he is listening. Understood? They both are talking. He is speaking. He is speaking means he is a speaker, and he is listening means he is listener. So he is the first person. The one who is listening, to whom he is speaking, that person is second person. Now the third person, they both are talking about this third person. Okay? The first person and the second person, they both are talking about this third person. So it is third person. Understood? Talking about. He is speaking, he is listening. So it means whatever he is speaking, he is listening. They both are talking to each other. But here the third person, now they both are talking about this person. So it is your third person. I think this is clear to you. The person who is speaking, that is first person. The person who is spoken to means the first person to whom he is speaking. To whom he is speaking, he or she is second person. Now third person is that about whom this both persons, means first and second person, they both are talking about, to whom, that is your third person. Okay. So in personal pronoun you will get three persons. I am making chart according to the case. I am making in my fourth session, I have taught you about cases. I have taught you about four cases. First one was subjective, second is objective, third is your possessive, and the fourth is your vocative case. Subjective case is also known as nominative case. Subjective case means the noun or pronoun in the sentence, if the noun or pronoun is doing the work of a subject, so it is your subjective case. Okay, subjective or nominative. Second is your objective case or accusative case. If noun or pronoun in a sentence does the work of an object, so it is your objective case or accusative. Third is your possessive case, ownership or genitive case. If a noun or pronoun showing the ownership, showing the possession, so it is called possessive case. Okay. And fourth one, that is vocative case. If a noun or pronoun that is showing that somebody is addressing to something, it is showing address, so that is called your vocative case. So according to that, here you will also get in person pronoun chart subjective case, objective case and possessive case. Okay. I am making chart of personal pronoun. Please make it in your copy. Personal pronoun. Will draw okay. The line is not straight because I am drawing on board, but when you are drawing you can use scale, okay, for measuring and for making a straight line. After this you will draw a line like this, then it is your persons. Okay. First is in first blank you will write persons. In the second you will write subjective case. Don't write case. Subjective or nominative both are same. Now in third one you will write objective. Okay. Objective or accusative both are same. Now in second objective came. Now in the third possessive will come. Adjective case or you can say genitive case. Make like this a chart. Now after that again you will draw the line. Don't draw here. Okay, don't draw from the column of persons, but draw from the column of subjective. Here you will divide into two parts. First one is singular and the second one is your plural. Okay. Now again you will write here two singular and here you will write plural. Now in third row again you will draw singular and this one is your plural. Okay. Firstly you will write persons, in front of that subjective, in the second objective, in the third possessive. It is none other than case. Then you will not draw from here from the persons, but from the subjective you will again draw a straight line, and this you will divide into two parts, singular plural in subjective case, again singular plural in objective case, and again singular plural in possessive case. One thing I want to clear, and already I have taught you, singular number when the thing is only one, that shows singular. When the thing is more than one, that is your plural number. It is clear to you. So in pronoun also you will get singular and plural both. Okay. Now in person, how many persons are there? Yes, there are three persons. Okay. First person, second person, and here this one is your third person. First person, second person, third person. So first one in subjective case you will get I. Okay. In subjective case in singular you will get I, and in plural you will get we. I am only telling about subjective case. In singular in first person you are getting I, and in plural in first person you are getting we. Now in second you will get you, and again in plural you will get you. You is also we can use in singular way or also in plural way. If you are using in plural, then don't use yours. Okay, yours is your possessive case. But you, if you are using you in singular two, in plural two, you must have to use this word only, y-o-u. Now in third person we are getting he, she, it. Okay, he, she, it in singular you are getting, and here in plural you are getting they. Wait, again I am drawing a line for make it clearer. In first person, in subjective case, in singular number, I. In first person, subjective case, plural number, we. In second person, singular number, you is coming. In second person, plural number, in subjective case, again you is coming. In third person, in singular number, he, she, it is coming. In plural number, subjective case, they is coming. Okay, just look here, give a look here. And I have already told you, make it. Please see. Third person, in singular, he, she, it is coming. In singular number, in plural, in subjective case, they is coming. It is about your subjective case. Now, when it goes into your objective case, so it changes. Some changes are there. In first person, I, in objective cases, it changes into me. Always remember I in object, and if we are using, then I becomes me. I never becomes my, but I becomes me. Okay? You will be as you only. Now he changes into him. Okay? She changes into, yes, she changes into her, and it will remain same in objective case. Okay, him, her, it. Now when it goes into plural, so we changes into us, you, us. It will not change into r, o, u, r, but it will change into us. Now the second thing is you, it will remain same in singular two. Now again it will be in objective case and plural, again you will be there only. Okay. And he, when he changes again, similarly it will change into him, as I have told you. But this they changes into them. Okay. So we changes into us and they changes into them, because we and they these are the parts of plural number only. So plural always change according to plural number only. And always remember, this chart follows number and case, both things this personal pronoun follows always. Now in possessive case, please see here. When it goes into possessive case, so first person I changes into me. So likewise in possessive it goes and it changes into, I changes into mine. Okay, I changes into mine. In personal pronoun chart you will not get this my. I, me, mine. Now you, when it shows ownership, so it becomes yours. When you are writing letters, so always, teachers have told you, always write in possessive pronoun. Yours faithfully. We have told you, but you people are doing mistake. You are writing, you are giving apostrophe, you are taking apostrophe with personal pronoun and you are writing in this way. So always remember, this is incorrect while writing formal letter. You will have to use only possessive case like this. You will not use apostrophe there. Simply Y-O-U-R-S you will write here. Okay, yours faithfully like that you will write. Now, he changes into him. She changes into, for showing ownership or possession, it changes into hers. H-E-R-S. And it changes into its. Understood, class? Now, we changes into ours. O-U-R-S. Second, you, will be remain same. It will be only y-o-u-r-s, like this only. And they changes into, when they is in subjective case, when it goes into objective, so it becomes them. And when it is going in possessive case, so it becomes theirs. Okay. T-H-E-I-R-S. There is a difference between T-H-E-R-E and T-H-E-I-R-S. T-H-E-R-E is adverb of place. For denoting a place, we are using T-H-E-R-E. But for pronoun, we are using T-H-E-I-R. Make it. Okay. So always remember, possessive pronoun never take apostrophe with itself. Okay, as I have told you, it never takes apostrophe. Apostrophe, everyone knows this is your apostrophe. So this pronoun never take, possessive pronoun never takes apostrophe with itself. If you are getting my, our, his, so these are your possessive determiner. Okay, it is not your possessive pronoun, but these are your, my is to is your possessive determiner only. Now after this, in second type, second and third, both I will tell you together. Second and third was in the kinds of pronoun, I have told about that. Reflexive pronoun and emphatic or intensive pronoun. Because many students get confused in reflexive and emphatic. Okay. Reflexive and emphatic pronoun, these two are the parts of compound personal pronoun. These two are the parts of compound personal pronoun. So this reflexive and emphatic both take S-E-L-F, self, or S-E-L-V-E-S with itself. For example, if him plus self, so it becomes your himself. In this example, it is taking S-E-L-F, so it is your himself. Now, O-U-R, S-E-L-V-E-S, so it becomes our self. This self in number, in rules of number, I have told you, if in the last of word, if you are getting F or F-E in singular number, so when you are converting that word into plural number, so you will have to refuse, you will not use this F or F-E, but instead of that, you will use V-E-S there. I have told you. Yes. So likewise, self, if you are using in singular number, okay, if it is denoting towards 1, so that is your singular number, so you will use self, S-E-L-F. But if you are using in plural number, so you will not use self, but F will be removed from there, and at the place of F, you will have to apply V-E-S. Always see the number, then if it is showing singular, so you will use self, S-E-L-F. If it is showing plural, then always use self. Okay, this is the difference between this. So in reflexive and emphatic pronoun, always you will get the word which is added means self or self which is added there. Similar words you will get, but the difference is this. Now first I will tell you about reflexive. Okay, reflexive pronoun, the second part. Here means second kinds of noun. It shows about the subject, means the action which is reflects the subject it shows, and always in reflexive pronoun you will get the word, means the pronoun with self. But it reflects upon the subject. The action or the pronoun which is reflecting toward the subject, it shows only. With the example, I trust myself. Here I have written I trust myself. Again you are getting in my, that is your possessive determiner and your pronoun too. So in my, self is added. First condition, it is fulfilling to whom I trust. I am trusting on myself only. So that is why it is myself is your, it reflects toward the action, toward the subject. It is reflecting toward the subject, so it is your reflexive pronoun here. Understood? Now the third one is your emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun are the pronoun which is taking this self or selves, whether singular then self, whether plural is plural then self, with itself. Then one more thing is there, it gives it stress or it emphasis toward the subject. Okay, it always gives stress toward the subject. For example, he himself opened the door. Here I have written he himself opened the door. If I am writing he opened the door. Okay, if I am writing he opened the door, then the meaning is same. He opened the door means he is the person, he is the one, only he has opened the door. If I am writing he himself opened the door, then meaning is too same. Meaning is same here. In both sentences we are getting same meaning, similar meaning. But the condition is this word is giving stress. It is giving emphasis upon the subject. So it is your emphatic pronoun. Okay. One more thing, for seeing the difference, for knowing the difference, you can always, usually you can get, if this word, this type of word in which self or selves is added, if you are getting after subject, means if you are getting at the distance of subject, whether after subject you are getting verb, then after verb again any object you are getting, and then again you are getting myself or any word which is added self, so it is your reflexive. But if just after subject, if just after pronoun, if you are getting this type of word, means the self is added in personal pronoun, so it is your emphatic only. Understood? If together or after the personal pronoun, if you are getting this type of word, this type of pronoun in which self or self is added, so it is your emphatic pronoun. But if you are getting at the distance of the personal pronoun, at some distance, so it is your reflexive pronoun. Okay, the difference is only this, nothing more. Now about rest of the 5 parts I will teach you on Friday. Please learn about the definition of pronoun, what is pronoun, example along with the example, and after that please learn too about the kinds of pronoun. I have written here 8 kinds also. If you have book, then also in your book it is given 8 kinds of pronoun. Note down it, and spelling, learn along with the spelling. Okay. And pronoun chart also, see pronoun chart, singular, plural, that is clear to you. Cases, these parts are clear to you. So please revise all the things, and we will meet in the next session with some other rest all 5 parts of the pronoun. Okay. So thank you so much class. Please stay healthy and revise all the things. Thank you.